believe that I got such a horrible grade on my project. I'm going to be in so much trouble with my parents when they find out.
Why, hello there, Daniel. Is everything all right?
Well, Mrs. Johnson, I wanted to talk to you about my grade on the project. I don't know why I received a D. I thought I did everything right.
Ah, I see. Let's look at it. Now, there were parts of your project that were very good. For example, you successfully answered the question of, what is the tallest building in the world? That was great. And then there were even some parts leading up to that which were very impressive.
Then what did I do wrong, Mrs. Johnson, if I got the right answer?
You see, Daniel, the requirements of the project were for you to do more than just get the right answer. I asked you to do a couple of other things before that as well. One of those other requirements was to create a graph with your data that compared the height of all the different buildings. I also asked you to show each step of your work when you calculated the second and third tallest buildings. Finally, I wanted you to show me exactly where you got all of your information by citing your research.
Oh, but those are all little things, Mrs. Johnson.
Exactly. Paying attention to details is just as important as getting the right answer at the end. Because when you ignore all the little things, like the graph or showing your work, you're not doing the whole project. It's like a puzzle, and each step in completing the project is a piece. When you forget a few of the pieces, you can still tell what it's supposed to be, but it isn't as good as it could have been if you had paid attention to all of the details.
Well, when you put it that way, it makes a lot of sense. When I did the project, I didn't think that skipping all of the little steps was a big deal, but now I understand that each detail is important.
I'm glad that you've learned your lesson. I hope that from now on you'll be careful to pay attention to all of the small details so that I don't have to give you a low grade again. How about it?
Absolutely, Mrs. Johnson. I'll do better from now on. After I got that not-so-good grade, I realized the importance of paying attention to all of the details. Yes, they may not seem like such a big deal at the time, but in the end, ignoring them makes a huge difference. So, whether you're cleaning your room, baking a cake, or anything in between, make sure that you pay attention to all of the details. This always leads to better work and results and helps you do the best you can.